Good evening, everyone, and welcome to yet another PD session for GEG Punjab and Amritsar, which I very fondly call the Tech Friday sessions that we have. We have it either every second Friday or every Friday. And today we are going to be joined by Marcus, who is a not only a beautiful person, but he's an enthusiastic technology expert, an educator, a writer, a comedian, and a teacher success champion at Cami. And Cami, as we all know, I was just sharing with Marcus how I fell in love with Cami when I was looking for a tool that could not only give me, space to mark my scripts, but also something which I could do a lot of other stuff with. So if you want to transform all your static documents or PDFs or images or any other learning resources into an interactive experience, then Cami is the tool for you because that is going to create and send and grade assignments from all one place, I would call. So it works seamlessly with Google Classroom, Canvas, Schoology, and I don't know, okay, yeah, or learning management systems other also. And it provides you with a student-centric collaborative learning. This is something that I really, really love about Cami because the universal learning environment it creates, enabling students to interact with the teachers, with each other, the resources, and that too in their preferred medium, be it a text or a freehand, audio, voice typing, or video. So everything that you're doing there is absolutely, absolutely awesome. And this awesome tool is going to be taken by an awesome person all the way from Louisiana, USA, the USA.
Yeah.
I got it right this time. So yeah, so all over to you, Marcus, please.
Thank you for having me. I'm honored to be here. It is bright and early in Louisiana, USA. But I'm happy to be here. I really am. I was a participant in my local GEG group. I'm a Google certified trainer, so I participate in my local GEG group. And I like the grassroots kind of feel of it. Like it's like minded people who just want to make the most of all of these tools, y'all. We want the fellowship, we want the conversation to keep going. And it's nice to have a place to talk to people who are thinking like you do. It's nice to have a place to hang out with people who want to experiment, who want to try these technology tools. And we may be a little apprehensive, maybe a little fearful, but we're definitely going to dive in. So I'm excited to be here. Shout out to all of my fellow like nerds, geeks in the house, because this is the type of stuff we love. Little bit about where I'm coming from and kind of what we're going to share today. So, way back, I became an English teacher in 2008. 2008, I became a middle school English teacher. And this was the very sort of beginning of technology in the classroom, like right at the beginning when interactive whiteboards, smart boards, Promethean boards started to come in. And there was just this wave of technology in the classroom. And I was at the beginning of it. And so what I found is a lot of my mentor teachers would tell me, Marcus, I know you love that technology, but try to remember to be a teacher first. And I feel like that's kind of my style is I love tech. Like I was born into education and tech at the same time. But because I had these strong veteran mentor teachers surrounding me when I came into education, I always remember that teaching, having a good time, relating to your learners has to come first. So we're going to learn some geeky stuff, but just remember, y'all, connect with your people. We're missing human connection, especially with COVID. So, like, keep that first. And then, we can learn with some tech. So I taught for several years. I taught seventh grade, eighth grade, ninth grade, and 12th grade, all English. So I like to teach kids how to read and write. Like that's my thing. Like I love poetry. I love essay writing. So I taught English. And after several years of teaching, I became a Promethean consultant. So I actually sold the interactive displays that were in the classroom. And it was fun. It was fun. Like I had a great time meeting teachers from around the world. but I found that I needed more opportunities to flex my teaching skills, like to be connected more as a teacher. And this summer, Cami brought me on as the teacher success champion. And my job at Cami is to just amplify your voice, to make sure that no matter what we do as a tech company, that we treat you like an education company. Like that the things you say, like Dr. Carr, she was like, I want you on my GEG. Of course I'm gonna say yes, because we treat you like an education company and not a tech company. It matters to me personally to be here. And we're honored to be here. And I'm just ready to have a good time. So look, I can see the comments. That's the best way for the audience to communicate with me as I'm teaching. I'm watching y'all. So good evening. This is good morning for me. Shout out to all of you beautiful people who are here. Thank you for joining us. And listen, anytime you want to say something, slow me down, ask me to do something again, you can use the chat wherever it is.
It is this side.
It's out there. Use the chat. I'm gonna drive mostly by sharing my screen so you can see. If you're following along on your own computer, do that. If you're not following along, I'm sure this will be recorded so you can watch it later. But I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. Look at that. And this is Cami, y'all. If you've never touched it, if you've never heard of it, Cami is actually the Japanese word for paper. So it's actually Kami, and it stands for paper. And I like the name Cami because paper is so essential. Like it's always available. Like it's paper. It's just there, right? And that's how I want you to think about Cami. It's as reliable as right there as a piece of paper. And it is designed to be your teaching and learning companion, meaning when you want to teach something, you want to share something, you want to model something, you want to explain something, you can do that in Cami. And you also can shortcut the whole handout papers, collect papers back and forth with kids by using Cami. So first, Cami has two versions, the premium version and the free version. You can click this button here and request a trial for your school. That's a new button we've added to our website. So if you want to try the premium version as like a cohort, as a group of teachers, you can try it as a school. You also can just click sign in and it'll authenticate with your Google or Microsoft account so that you can just get in. And once you're in, I mean, this is Cami, friends. This is Cami. And this is a fun surprise to share with y'all because this is our new Cami dashboard. So we've been working with the engineering team to come up with ways to engage students much faster. And so on our new dashboard, you'll see resources, you'll see support, you'll see all of your favorite Cami tools right here, just shortcutted for you. Now, if you get in Cami and you don't see the new dashboard, it'll be released in the next week, but there's a way you can get it now.
Yeah.
When you get into Cami, so you get into Cami, you can click your initials at the top right and choose settings. You can scroll all the way to the bottom and there's a new dashboard that you can turn on. So we're testing it right now. So be a tester, try it out. I use these free resources all the time. We're going to dive into them in a minute.
I am going to try it along with you, Marcus. So I'm putting myself down and I'm going to
Yeah,
try it
you're
along.
like, wait, I want the resources too.
Yeah. I really want these resources.
So I'm also working with the creative team to generate more. So I would say probably around the new year, you'll see an onslaught of just ready-made resources available to y'all. So just be ready for it. If you didn't catch it, how I got to Cami, another way to get to Cami when you're ready to use the tools is Cami dot app will get you directly into the application. You also have the ability to download the Cami Chrome extension which will shortcut you to Cami as well. So when I say shortcut you to Cami, in your Chrome extensions, this will also get you to Cami. So lots of ways to get there. Lots of ways to get there. But we're here. Look at us. We made it. Look at all these tabs. I'm a tabaholic, y'all. But this is your Cami main page. This is what it looks like. This is what it feels like. And when you simply open a new page, choose a blank one. This is the best way to sort of explore, see the tools, see what's available to you. And this is what a blank page looks like. If you hit the Cami button, it'll bring you back to the dashboard. If you decide that a blank page is not what you need, don't panic. Don't panic. You can choose one of these templates, like a 3-column chart. This is my favorite. This is my favorite. If anyone is sort of like lost, you don't know how I got to Cami, you are welcome to leave a comment. I will repeat that. I don't mind. I want to make sure everybody knows how to get to Cami. But here it is. If you want all of the tools unlocked the first time you log into Cami, you will have them, I believe, for 90 days. And
Yeah.
if you want to extend that, you can use the Cami rewards button. And when you share your referral link, it'll extend your trial. So you can do that. You can sort of share your Cami link with other people. And when they use it and you use it, you get a longer trial. Yeah, look, 4 months. 4 months. All right. And the last thing I'll say about like trying Cami and getting Cami is if you're a Google trainer, we will provide you with a Cami license for a year. So if you get your Google certification, we'll provide that Cami for you. If you're a Microsoft Innovator Educator, Microsoft Showcase School, we provide a complimentary license. If you hit the trial button on our main website, you'll get a trial. So there's lots of ways to test drive Cami to see if it's something that really fits the way you teach. So make sure you test drive it. It's like no harm. If it doesn't work for you, which I know it will, there's no harm. So try it. Try it. And once you're here, this is when the fun begins, y'all. This is where the fun begins. So I'm going to teach you just a couple of ideas of how I Cami. So, hey, friends. Hey, I like that y'all say hello. I like that y'all say hello. I'm watching the comments. So, like Dr. Carr said, you can annotate on anything. You can. But I want to go back to this whole idea of connection, this whole idea of interacting with your students, connecting with them. They're people, right? And so the way I like to use Cami, yes, if you're a Google trainer, you can get a Cami license. You can. You can.
I got one, so I can vouch for that.
She can vouch for that. So, yes. And was there a website that we had hosted, or did you just message us on our Facebook group?
No, I was given a link when I was given all the perks that comes with Google Trainer. So on that perks page, this was one of it. I filled the form, and instantly in a day, I was given a free access to all the awesome features of Cami.
I'm glad that, and shout out to our programs team and to Google for creating that process. Like, you just get it. Congratulations. So that's a good way to get a Cami license, is just do your Google trainer. That's how actually I got my Cami license, when I
Me
became a
too,
Google
me
trainer
too.
years
Yeah,
ago.
me
And I
too.
was like, oh my gosh, I love this. I love Cami. So friends, I have this document here. It's a 3-column chart. If you go to Cami.app, technically you can put any document in here. So like, you don't have to use the templates. You can choose my computer and upload anything you have. It does not even have to be a PDF. If you got files in your Google Drive that you want to write on top of or use as a collaborative activity, they're here. If you need to teach students how to learn Cami, we have some scavenger hunts here that you can use with your students that teach the tools. But this is my favorite. This 3-column chart is my BFF. I love this chart. And the first thing I do with anybody I'm introducing Cami to is I use this as a KWL. Come on, Marcus. I'm waking up, y'all. What do you know? What do you want to know? And what have you learned? So if you've never used this graphic organizer, this is my number one. I've used it with every group I've taught because I like how this simple 3-column chart will activate prior knowledge by asking your students, what do you already know? What do you want to know today? And then by finishing up with what you've learned. And in order to share it with the whole class so you can get feedback, you simply hit the share button up here at the top and then put it on anyone with the link can edit. That's it. That's it. That's that's really all. That's it. Now, if you're a Google Classroom user, Schoology, Canvas, any sort of LMS, you would probably take that link and paste it. You will probably copy and paste it. So just like I did it here, create, you can make it a material. You can put it on your stream. I can announce.
Marcus, can I post this link for my viewers?
Yeah, if anybody wants to join, you're welcome to join
Yeah.
my document. If you've never touched Cami, the first time you go to the link, it will have you authenticate with your Google account. It will have you, log in, so I know it's you on my document. But this is my first idea for people who are like, well, what can I do with Cami? My first idea is to make the connection with your learners. Like, we'll get to assignments. We'll talk about all the tools and what they can do, but connect with your people first. Ooh, how did I get the template? I know, right? I know, it's so good. The Cami main page is cami.app. So cami.app. Yours will probably look like, hold on, I'm going to show you the old one because I can switch mine back. Your screen probably looks like this when you go to Cami, the simpler version. The newer version, you simply click your initials at the top right. So look at the top right, and then you'll choose settings and come all the way to the bottom and turn the new dashboard on. Now, when you go to cami.app, there we go. You'll have the dashboard with the templates. And again, this is just our first round at putting templates. We're just doing this as a test. And so far, people are loving it. So just know this is going to be a permanent feature. I can tell you that right now. We are permanently going to put ready-made resources. I think my count right now that I've requested about 50 to 75 different templates. So be ready.
I got my new dashboard.
Yes.
And it is so full of beautiful resources.
I love it.
Scavenger hunt, people. There is scavenger hunt. Oh,
I
yeah,
gotta
yeah.
open it. Now I have to open it. It's there.
Yeah.
I had to open it. So this one is for older students. It has a lot more text. It's a lot more academic than the elementary version, but it walks you through using each tool. So use the markup tool to highlight the meaning of Shiba and Inu. So the students find the markup tool, and I'll probably use the freehand. And somewhere in here, the name Shiba. There you go. I would probably change the color there. There we go.
I did a Cami training a week back. I did not know about this dashboard.
It just came out this week, friend. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad.
Okay. All
It
right.
just came out this week. I think it's super helpful, super useful. But I'm going to come back to our KWL, which is the link that was shared with all of you. And this is a great way just to ask the students, what do they already know about something you're teaching? So today we talk about Cami. So something you already know about Cami, I'm going to put the new dashboard. Something you already know. Thank you. Thank you. And when I say connection to humans, this is what I mean. I am 12 hours away from you, and yet I'm able to hover over your work You see these initials? I know it's you. I know it's you. And so that to me gives me an opportunity to praise you, to say thank you for your contribution, to allow the learners to lead the discussion. This also gives you an indicator of who's engaged and who isn't. If you got a class of 20 people and you're waiting for 20 responses under what they already know, you might want to encourage them. You might want to nudge them along because right now we only have 2. Down in the lower right, you can see your class as they join. So shout out to all of my new friends. Look, my new friends. These are the people at the bottom right who I can see have joined this document. They also have green dots next to their names. That means that they are actively in this document. Look at my friends. So I know I have 5 of us here. So I might want to just continue encouraging the group, talking to the group, helping them generate new ideas, and just kind of waiting for the class to contribute. As the class contributes, you'll notice that I can move my responses around. Like I can move my stuff around. You, however, I can't touch anybody else's though. I love that. I love that. So if you've ever tried collaboration with your learners, especially during this like distance learning, lockdown, COVID world, you've realized that when the students all work on the same page, it can be a little chaotic. When adults all work on the same page, it can be exhausting. So it shows me license expired. What can I do now? Who's my friend? Oh no, you got a license expired, so you don't have all the tools. Bummer. I think I have a code that might work. I'm gonna respond to this person, like right below. Try using Super Marcus as a promo code. This is a little Marcus hack. Little Marcus hack. I used to have a promo code. I don't know if it works anymore, but if you click here, the top right, and enter license and coupon, Super Marcus. Try it. I believe it works. Because I feel like I knew that question would come up today. I feel like I knew that question would come up. So try that. What do you know? Try Super Marcus. As I was saying, you can't move it. Like I know this is my friend Pana. Like I know this is my friend who put this, but I can't move it. So people's contributions are protected almost. So when you ask the class to contribute, like they can't mess up each other's stuff. I noticed somebody grabbed the markup tool. Somebody decided that they were going to doodle. That's fine because the whole point of this is to connect. The whole point is to connect with your kids so they're engaged when you start learning. Also, while you're in Cami, you can hit the sidebar button at the top. And this is your sidebar. By default, it'll show all of the pages in your document and the count of annotations on the page. So this has 9. If you click the speech bubble, you'll see every individual annotation tagged to the person who did it and the time that they did it. Watch this. Boom. Accountability. Accountability. So my first big idea for you with Cami is to share the page. Like use Cami as a collaborative space. And we can also do assignments. I'm going to jump over and do the opposite and do assignments in a second. But I want you to be aware that you can do this collaboratively. Okay. I'm going to give you another idea. This is wild. We did a blog a couple months, maybe a month or 2 ago about digital classroom resources. I'm gonna share this with Doc and she'll get it to y'all. But we did this resource blog, and in it are more templates. Don't worry, all of these are going to be embedded into Cami. But you can do this same idea with one of these. So if you take thumbs up, thumbs down, look, I'm going to take thumbs up, thumbs down, and I'm going to download it. Download it to your computer. So thumbs up, thumbs down. And now I can go to Cami.app, drop the thumbs up, thumbs down. You saw that? And we're going to make a new copy because I use this activity a lot. And there it is. So same idea, same idea. You would hit share. Anyone with link can edit. And you give that link to your class. And everybody in the class uses the text tool, his or her name. And as you ask oral questions or written questions to the class, they move their name to the left or the right. Agree or disagree. And all you had to do was share the link. So I hate to like overemphasize. Yes, I do. I love to overemphasize connecting with your students, constantly interacting with them, asking them questions. So that's why I address this first. So again, share the page, let the students engage all on the same page. I have so many tabs. I'm going to clean these up. All right. The other way Cami can be helpful for you is when you assign students the work. When it comes time to do the activities that go with your curriculum, when it comes time for them to mark up the text that they're reading, practice their writing skills, those types of things can happen through Cami's assignment structure. Okay? So now we're about to get geeky. So get into it. Get all the way into it. For this, you'll need the Cami Chrome extension. When you want to go the assignment route, the smoothest way to do it is to get the Cami Chrome extension. We are dropping a lot of hyperlinks to y'all. Dr. Carr, she got my bag. She got my bag. She's dropping all these links for y'all. And you'll know you have it when in your extensions, you'll see Cami for Chrome. And what that will allow you to do is in your Schoology, in your Canvas, in your Google Classroom, you will get a Create Cami assignment button. So this time, I'm thinking we've done the collaborative activity. I've worked with these amazing students, and now it's time to give them the work. And let's see what I want to choose today. Let's get a file from my computer. Oh, goodness. Here we go. So many activities. Here go one. This one. What is this? Oh, perfect. So this is a homework worksheet that the students do as they read Things Fall Apart, Chinua Achebe. And they have to complete the chart as evidence that they've read and comprehended what they read. And so, yes, I could assign this in Google Docs. Yes, I could assign this in Google Slides. However, when I assign things in Google Slides and Docs, the students almost have too much freedom. Like if you put a table on the page, like they can delete the table. If you choose the font already and the text boxes where you want them to go, you can't lock them in a Google Doc. You can't lock them in a Google Slide. So the students can essentially like delete the whole page. When you assign the same thing, so the same document, the same slideshow, but with Cami, it freezes the background. Like it freezes whatever template you put on the page before you assign it. I'll show you what I mean. So we're going to
So
call
it gets there as a picture. It comes as a picture.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll show you exactly what I mean. So we're going to assign this. If you are a Google Classroom or Canvas user, surprise, you can pick which tools they get for the assignment. Coming soon to Schoology, coming soon. But for right now, it's in Google Classroom and Schoology. And friend, you could pick what tools they have for each assignment. So if you find that they get off task, they use the wrong tools, you can kind of keep them on track. But I'm going to go ahead and assign this. Make a copy for every kid. Hopefully your internet behaves. My internet is cooked. Oh, okay, look, here we go. Open. So it made it for me, and then it automatically created this like open with Cami button. So my students aren't confused about like, what do I do? Friend, it gave you the open with Cami button. Just click the open with Cami button. It's automatically going to open the assignment in Cami so you can do your work. Ooh, okay, this is fun. So I don't have any kids, unfortunately. So I'll have to simulate this. But this is what it looks like. Oh, this is going to be fun. So this is the homework they do, right? I'll show you what I mean. None of this can be deleted. Like, I'm trying. You can't. It's readable text. Like, you can definitely do the read aloud tool and have it read to you.
Setting understanding tool. 10.
So I know Cami knows that this is text, but I can't change it.
10D3_S1.
That I love. I can put text on the page, assign it to you, and know that you can't delete it. Thank you. So when it comes time for the students to make observations as they read, they literally can't change the table. The table is as is. And this is where things get fun. The students, when they work in Cami, I give them freedom of choice. So like, yes, you can type your observation. Let me make this a little smaller. So I noticed in my text boxes, I noticed that this book takes place in Africa. And so your conclusion would be they will not behave like Americans because it's not in America. It's not in America. So the conclusion is they're not going to behave like Americans. But that's me. I'm a typer. You know, I love a chat room. I love to type. Some kids are not. So just a heads up, when you use that text tool, you can hit the microphone and you can actually voice type. I've also noticed that fighting and warriors are praised. So that's another observation. So the conclusion is leaders are chosen by how well they fight. You can type, you can talk. You also can use the comment tool to voice comment. Like you don't have to, like if you just want to talk, if you want to ramble, come on, baby, ramble. Sometimes you have the kid who they just want to talk. Or sometimes they don't have the ability to type. You know, some kids actually can. So let them talk. Let them talk the answer. Let them share what they know. And that comment will go right here on the page. You as a teacher will have the ability to listen to it. You can even reply to it. And everything is just like nice and neat in the document. Once you start assigning stuff, it is a beautiful thing to see the tools kids choose to respond when they're given more options. Like when they're given more than just typing and you're like, you know what, just show me. And they grab the tool that makes the most sense to them. Some of them are doodlers. I don't hate on my
Yeah.
doodlers, man. If they want to start drawing diagrams because that makes sense to them, great. Draw your diagrams, boo. The best way you can explain, show me. Show me. And all of this happens through Cami's assignment structure. So it'll hand them out. The students will have a turn in button at the top. So they'll be able to turn in just like anything else in Google Classroom. And I guess the name of the game, the point I'm trying to get you to understand is this idea of you can do what you couldn't do before. Like I think you said it at the beginning, that annotation, that ability to mark up, I've always wanted.
Also, also when I was marking the scripts, when I was marking the papers, uh, trust me, I just was going through what the children had written, and I kept on babbling. I kept on giving voice comments. Oh my god, this line is not from this lesson. You have got it all wrong, and then you have to take it back. As if I was communicating with them, as if they were there and with the paper with me, and I was giving them all the voice comments. And if it was not so good exam or paper, then I would give them a good, nice video comment as well, giving all my expressions that I'm really not happy with what you've done with your paper. So, Marcus, if you could show that also, the video comment.
I wish I could find an old student's paper because I used to keep them. I used to keep them. Let me see if I can find something written for you. What is this? So many documents. So many documents. I can just find one on the internet. So we're going to do sample essay PDF. We're going to just take somebody's essay. Okay, here we go. I like to simulate. I like to simulate. Also notice that I have that quick Cami button that comes from the Cami Chrome extension. All right, so kids work. Kids work. Normally, teachers just use the comment tool inside of Google Docs where you can do text comments. You know, you highlight it, press comment, and you give the kids feedback. Here, I like what you just said. Sometimes it comes across better when you can just tell them. when you can just say, listen, we talked about this. we talked about this. So you would choose a video comment and you can put that right on the page. There we go. And I'm talking. Listen, I'm very proud of you. I think you definitely got the word count. So you reached the 800 words. You understand paragraph structure. So good job. I just feel like your word choice is maybe a little elementary. I think you use words that maybe an elementary kid might use when I know your vocabulary is much bigger. So here's a tip. Anytime you find a word that is vague, something your little sister or little brother might use, try using a thesaurus. Try using a thesaurus. Switch up some of those words. That's my first tip. Second, your sentences are really short, meaning like when you write sentences, it is very, education is good. Let's learn. I want to learn. When your sentences are really short and they lack conjunctions and compounds, that again makes it very elementary. And so these types of tips I like to give face to face. I like to explain. And so when you need to explain or show, like there's some models, look, this is what I wanted. All of that works better when you make a video comment, y'all. It puts it right there on the page. So when the students see it, they're like, oh, let me see what Mr. Stein said about my essay. They can play it. The students can even reply. Thanks. Call me Stein. Thanks, Stein. I like that idea that sometimes the feedback does not make sense just to type it. It's they're not going to understand it if you just type it. So choose a video comment. I'm also a huge fan of the screen capture comment. I'm going to show you why. So the screen capture comment records the computer screen as you talk. So instead of you, it's recording your screen. And the way to use this is you can actually point out what your issue is. So if your issue is, listen, let's have a talk. Let's have a talk about this first sentence. The students are watching you circle that in the video. So education means considerably more than just teaching a student to read, write, and manipulate numbers. Great sentence, but I feel like it's vague and maybe off topic. Notice that this sentence is more so about something else. They are watching you mark up the document. And when you hit done, they now have that video of you marking up their document. So it's not just you giving feedback and marking it up, they're watching you do the process. That's my favorite way to give feedback because you can't say you didn't know what I mean. You know what I meant. You know what I meant. You watch the video of me edit your paper. You know what I meant. This has been really powerful for me. Even in the workplace, it's been really powerful to show somebody else what you meant. To show somebody, listen, right here, you could have made a different choice. And they see that, and when they get the feedback much faster, they get to that strong finished product much faster too. You right. These comment tools, yes. Another idea, because I'm just gonna keep going. Oh, you had something for me?
Yeah, I was on mute. So yeah, I so I've used these features so many times, people, that I can really, please go ahead and try these tools once. And you're gonna fall in love with them forever. Because when I was doing my trainings also, when I'm doing my trainings as well, this is one tool that I really love using. Record yourself, giving them live, as I say, a feedback on what's wrong and why this is wrong, why this is not so right, and things like that. Children understand these things better than they won't read your long text, but they will watch you, or they will hear you giving them comments, or they will see that, okay, this was the line that I was wrong about, or this is something that I really need to work on. They definitely, and of course, this is a huge kind of an encouragement for them as well. They also I don't know how serious are they going to be about the comments, but it is our duty to give them the comments which they will love and which they will work on. That's the whole point.
And I wanted to actually show you, like, if you're a Google Classroom user, this is how you would actually give the feedback. So when you're in the assignment in Google Classroom, you simply go to the kids' work. So this is my friend Nicole in South Africa. And because I have that Cami Chrome extension, I can grade with Cami. And so without having to open this in a new window, my Cami tools are right here within Google Classroom. So technically, I can give Nicole her feedback, put her comments, her video comments, and then move on to the next student, all from within Google Classroom.
And you need not open another tab as well.
No, you don't have to.
No.
All of that comes from having that Cami Chrome extension. You get the ability to grade with Cami. Now you can hit the Cami button if you need the full window. You can click the Cami button and it'll open Nicole's assignment in full screen. So you can still give feedback that way too.
So Marcus, how is this Cami going to help us in the hybrid learning environment that we are moving in? We all of us here back in India, we are slowly reopening, we are going back to schools, and we are going into blended learning, hybrid learning. So how is this tool going to help us there?
I would say the first way it's going to help you is access. Every kid, no matter where they are, deserves the same high quality lesson, the same
Mm.
interaction, the same participation with their classmates. And so what I like about Cami is that if you're sharing this document with the whole class, anybody in the class can participate. I mean, y'all are interacting on my document and y'all are 12 hours away. So
Yeah.
that is a model for getting both in-person and virtual students all on the same page. Also, with those video comments and voice comments, that gives you more of that human connection with those students that you won't see. So if you know these students, you haven't seen them in months, or you're not going to see them for a while, or the kid can't come to school, Encourage more video and voice comments to create that human connection, as opposed to just assigning paper, collecting paper, assigning paper, collecting paper. Make the connection with these students who can't be there, and ensure access for everybody. Make sure everybody can get to the content with just the share button. There's a lot more Cami can do. I feel like I have to point out the split and merge tool. Like I have to. If you've never used this, like please use the split merge. So split merge is good if you mix and match your materials a lot. So this is another point about access. Your materials are not just one thing. Like we're using PDFs, documents, slides, websites, pictures. And so if you need to create a custom experience for students, you can mix and match all of that in split and merge. So you literally can choose whatever files you like. So these are our notes from today. These are some slides, and let's find something else just really random. A picture in Cami for parents and this PDF. You really can just mix and match. Come on, internet. I believe in you. Just come on. Just whew, come on, internet. And once you have your files right here at the bottom and you choose next, it separates them all by page. Yes. So when you need to make something custom, you just drag them how you want. So I want this page up here. And it is not impacting the original, by the way. So
Yes, yeah, yeah. I was about to say that it is not impacting the original one. Yeah. Mm.
And once you have it custom how you want, export, and you can download it as your own booklet or just open it right back in Cami. Boom. I'm all about the customization, the personalization, the giving the students what they need to learn. So just I had to give that quick plug for the split and merge tool because I use it personally as an educator a lot.
So do I. I make a lot of assignments with this tool, this merger, and I make a lot of assignments. I like some grammar portion from one corner. I like literature from some other. I like comprehensions from the third place. So I just combine them and make a beautiful assignments.
I'm like you. I'm like everything exists on the internet. I just need to organize it. I just
Yeah.
need to organize it. I'm like, I can find my whole lesson on the internet. I like to mix and match. Nothing is ever perfect as is when it comes to teaching
Yeah.
kids. And so I like that I get this option to mix it up. We are reaching the 45-minute point, so I definitely want to make sure I share this site. But it's camiapp.com/learn. This is gonna be your best friend after today. It's gonna be your best friend after today. Camiapp.com
Ah, yeah.
slash best friend. You're gonna need this. So everything that I discussed today and everything you might want to know more about is housed on this one page. Okay. If you're a beginner, the beginner lessons are there. If you're learning how to navigate, if you want something specific about a subject area, you want to learn about your integrations, the help community is here. You can even book a session with our customer success team if like you just need questions answered. You're just like, I don't know how to do blank. This is kind of like your single one-stop shop for learning Cami. I want to say, is the certification program on here? That's how I learned it. I did the certification program. Yep. This is your other resource. For the nerds in the house. For the nerds in the house. I really, really enjoyed the certification program because it was thorough. Like I learned things that I didn't know Cami could do. Like that's how I'm able to deliver this to you. I did level 1 and I did level 2, which have both gotten a refresh in the last month. And they're free. All of this is 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 free. And I'm trying to find like our Cami Hero page. When you're really ready to be a nerd, join us. Join us in becoming a Cami Hero. We have a good time. we have a good time. So, Doc, do you have any questions for me?
As I said earlier as well, I've been using this app for quite some time now, and it was as if I was looking at it for the first time because this dashboard has appeared on my screen for the first time, and it is so beautiful. It is so colorful. Um, yeah, a good ad, I must say, a really good ad. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to more resources, and I'm going to explore. The moment I close this session, I'm going to explore more resources. I'm going to use those resources. I have a training coming up again, and next time it is going to be with this dashboard, and I'm going to be very happy sharing the same with my educators, fellow educators. So thank you so much, Marcus.
Thank you.
Uh, it was a wonderful learning and a wonderful evening with you, and I'm sure our educators are going to explore more about this app, and go ahead, people, get certified, get into Kami Hero Ambassador program also. And there is a lot of good, so many more features. Once you start exploring, there is no end to it. Absolutely no end to it. And I actually use it a lot. I use it a lot, and it is a whole classroom at one place. You need not go anywhere else. Your students are there, your marking is there, your scripts are there, your question papers are there, your PDFs are there, your mergers are there, everything at one place. So one stop shop for you, as for establishing a classroom. And thank you, Harpreet. It actually was a power session. So yeah.
I had a fun time. I had a good time.
And that too, coming at 5 o'clock, people. He joined us at 5 a.m. Am I right, Marcus?
Yes. So I think I logged in at like 5:30, 5:45 a.m. But I woke up at 5 because I had to get myself together. It's like
Yeah, I'm getting messages on my WhatsApp chat also. They want to follow you. So could you give them their Twitter handle?
yeah,
Or,
yeah.
yeah.
I'll just post it nice and big on the screen so everybody can see. I'm all about the followers. Follow, follow, follow. Follow for follow. Follow for follow. So if you're looking for me, I am Mr. Stein online. And Cami is at Cami app. We're both really easy to find.
Both really easy to find. I follow them. I have started following Marcus lately, but Cami definitely has been my friend for long. So yeah, please follow. And if you have any questions, if you have any queries, please do get back to us. And you can follow now. Marcus. Twitter handle is there on your screen. You can follow him. If you have any questions, you can get back to Cami app as well. And I'll share the feedback link for the session in the WhatsApp or the Google group. Please fill the form and get your attendance certificate from there. And thank you so much for joining. It was a beautiful, beautiful learning session with you, Marcus. Thank you for joining us. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Y'all have
Yeah,
a great weekend.
yeah. Have a great weekend, people. Bye bye.